Step on.
Likee.
Hello everyone, it's your boy Sam the Print, and I'm here, and I'm gonna give a quick review on one of my favorite Twitch games that I have played and I'm having the time of my life with. Currently not done with this series, but I'm just gonna give a quick review because it's more so of a story-based online game that is more or less taking me by storm, and I'm gonna show you a quick adventure in it. So this is Sky, Children of the Light. So, for a quick basic of the story, these beings that you will see online, the ones right behind me, are more or less children of beings that initially made galaxies. So you can say it's something like the anti-mother, or a little universe, something close to that. So you're children of light. So I can fly, produce light, and we could go to many realms that are of course in the skies of Earth. Well, and every realm you get to go up to what you see over there as a bell. Up up there is where the chief spirit is, and the chief spirits are kind of like they produce expressions of emojis of light, and of course we do go up against dark beings that are obviously in more or less the shadows of the dark. But there is no technically bad guy, even though there are the krills that can just one shot you. So if you see right behind me here you can here you can more or less just come and just check on some people's thing up there. That's someone online. You have to go up and light a candle with them in order for them to be online, in order for them to see. Right here, I can come here and just buy an expression, and from what you see right here, these right here are the Eye of Eden candles. If you remember a red door that you have seen, it's a portal in which it goes to the Eye of Eden, which I'll explain more in detail. But in general, it's more or less a very challenging course that is pretty much a that is more or less a challenging course that takes you to the very heights of the sky up there, but even more higher than that, because this is just a beginner realm for anyone just starting here. Anything light will upgrade your wings. So before I had more wings to the point that I was at level 25. This was one of my buddies. If you see in there, you get to name your own friends. You don't actually have an official name per se. And right here, as unlocked another one successfully, but he kind of more or less advised you to keep candles just in case of emergencies and all that good stuff. So they are more or less very important, and you can fly high. And well, actually, I'm not flying as much, but I'll just take you through here, because right here, as you can see, so these are important, but I more or less had a very strong idea on what they all meant. From the children of light, we came here from the stars, even though we're the children of light, so also apparently. So right here, you could produce a gust of wind, and you can, get someone to become your friend. And of course you can fly. So practically you're like a lower version of an angel, or more or less I forgot what it was. Of a fae. Right here, this is a wing I already absorbed. This one I'm going to have 4. This is because I've only been in this room and more or less trying to complete it. There are plenty of areas to come and just chill. I like this place. It's a very good place to start off with your wings. It's pretty basic. So once again, creatures of light give you light, darkness. You have to more or less do this to protect yourself. But I believe since I have a spell, which it's a gravity spell, which I'm gonna say, but for y'all's sake, and maybe for mine, I'm sure what it is. It more or less decreases your gravity, which is not exactly what you know. If you notice that, so spells are very prominent here, even though there isn't no necessarily any combat in this game. Even though there will be challenges to come across, so this game is far from a peaceful or boring game. If you notice right there to my far right, up there is more or less a mountain that a challenge you can go inside. Over to your down left is a challenging map that I have been inside. It's more so the trials that it gives you elements, and it shows the prophecy of one of us being able to harness all elements that have a higher way of conscience. Even though that's more or less an amp that anyone can get, and you guys can see from me being level 16, I more or less am looking for all my wings, not only to go in the Garden of Eden, but also more or less to just to fly higher, and there'll be certain places where you won't just be able to go. And here, if you notice, there's somebody's helps me to go higher. But if you want more of an effective play, I'll show you a few. So more or less, it's decreased here. So every time you have these 3 or 4 wings, or instead of 4, you're able to go in here. The constellations here more or less signify how many wings you have. And up here, if you look up to your right, that is where you can go. So if I had at least as many wings as one of my guys named the annoying character that I named, you can more or less like. So and if you do that, they can give you and cool boost. This is something I more or less use more often. So if I do this gives me more or less an accelerated way of height. And if I do this more often, this gives us a way of light to, attract than to repulse any darkness. But in general, we're not necessarily like the good guys per se. We're just more or less creatures of light, just exploring our surroundings. So we can be the villains if you want to, or we can just be a couple of angels. So if you see to my bottom right, spirits are more or less emojis. They could protect us. I have been to other realms, which I'll show you real soon, because what I'm showing you here is not necessarily a walkthrough. I will show you just small walkthroughs, because on here my Sam the Reaper Plays channel, which is obviously where I am, but this is more or less just a review. In fact, I could have an idea on just posting this on my Sam the Reaper channel as a review video, and then have others come to my channel on Sam the Reaper Plays, which is more so where my main game is. I am finishing Onyx Free on my main channel, which is Sam the Reaper, and I also am finishing Rapchat Legends and Call of Duty. In fact, I'm going to just stick with Call of Duty Rapchat Legends on the main channel, while other games ranging from Sky I'll complete, even though I'm not done with. So if you notice this burst of ray of light, it's not just a weapon you can use, which I was able to show you, and also just an absorber and retractor. You also notice to your far right, other than the spirit's memories I'm collecting, to your far right you notice there's some other light over there. That are other players that you can track, but it won't necessarily show you your name, and it will give you a notification that so and so is online, and it tells you someone that whose name you can practically name because the memories and of every spirit will more or less show an expression of something that has occurred in the story, rather than something that has already occurred. Something that is something that has already occurred, something that has occurred. So it could be all of that. But so far, it's more or less a spirit that somehow has someone that has succumbed to darkness. The weird thing about it is that there are no dark spirits in the first realm. As far as I know, maybe for the fact that I have been to a couple of dark places here, and there are no krills here. There are no tactical villains. There is no real someone trying to stop you, but there will be more or less obstacles of beasts, giant krills, small krills. Even though that's more or less what one of my guys call them. I don't know if there's a dark wizard or any other spirit. There's a dark spirit in your way. I would have put more, made more. So far, it is a 10 out of 10 game, but in terms of variety of the enemies, which is not too bothersome because I'm not even finished exploring these 6 realms, and there's something back there to the far right which I'd like to gladly show you. But you know what, I'm gonna show you real quickly because there isn't really anything there. Because this entire video is more or less gonna show you a quick review of those 4 realms I've come across, and the next 3 or 4 videos I have in mind on to show ANNNND the Reaper plays. It's going to show you Garden of Eden and what to expect there. Even though more or less it's a treat, you should go on your own. Trust me, you should really go on your own. And I mean, it's a great challenging experience. It's not what you expect. Trust me, it's not what you expect. It is challenging, but the end product is also important. And it teaches a very good lesson of just more or less enjoying the journey and not the end product. Because trust me, the end product can be absolute dog shit. Trust me. You also expect nothing in this game. It is unpredictable, depending on how you do it. And one thing to learn here is that the water here is, well, good. It's giving me life. There are no krills here because there be creatures for darkness here. If anyone is paying attention. And I hope I'm not putting anything in front of my mic so y'all can hear this vital information from 40 Place Sky Channel. But I'll always be streaming. I'm not done with the game. I think even after I explore all the realms, I'm gonna keep on exploring them to start to complete them all right 100%. Goodness gracious, it's dark. You can't really drown in this game. Of course, that happens if you're in an attraction. Technically, there are no creatures around. And yeah, this is exactly what all of this is. I don't know what this is. Probably a couple orb balls. There was a spirit down there that I did collect along with my boy, but he more or less wasn't really focusing on searching anything. So he was more or less focusing on just chilling. I was more or less just had this vibe, but I also wanted to explore, so it was like cool. It was so fun. So the first realm, which is the realm of Dawn, or the Isle of Dawn, it's just a starting place, but it's a very vital starting place. And there are a lot of things you can easily miss, a lot of things I have easily missed, and other things I've missed on purpose, so I can come back and just redo this one and go in order, because going in order instead of going through doors is more satisfying and it gives you a more sense of adventure. There's a special place called the Golden Wasteland. I love the name, even though it is nothing golden about the wasteland color-wise. Even though if you look at it from a different perspective, it's more so like a wasteland that filled with gold. You know, men's trash and other men's gold. Even though it's just filled with krills, and I love it. I just absolutely love it. So nothing really there. There is a spirit far up there. I have collected them. In fact, once I come back, I'll be able to show you, and I'll also be able to show you like what is up there and there, which I show you in this episode. But I'll also be focusing on just showing you other spots and in just the other realms, favorite spots, or spots you might enjoy, spots I know everyone who plays game also enjoyed because also there is no end to this run. Because I have a feeling the developers are ultimately the only thing ever to rule this place. When I say developers, I'm going to develop this because I had so many odd questions such as, alright, why isn't this place guarded being so that the crows can just change their mind from being light crows to dark crows? Because these creatures here, I won't spoil too much, but we're not just light beings. I think that's enough to say that, yeah. So when you focus on this game, like here, my wings get bigger when they toggle into flight. And this is just a small flight because other flights are nasty, amazing long, to the point that you can fly up into the That's all I'm gonna say spoiler wise, because in the next video I'll show you what's up with this game, because this game is mad. So right down here is also another spirit, which I want to show you. I don't really need to show anyone this. But also, I'm going to show you also because it is off. Also different expressions, different spirits. I guess my one issue is that there is no explanation to how they become engulfed with darkness. There's only an explanation that they are an expression. Let's go. So if you notice that being that they were pointed at, that is the chief spirit that more or less kind of the chief of this area. Even though he doesn't protect more or less, even though you could say he's just a guardian, but he doesn't even protect the little crows. Crows aren't crows aren't a necessary threat to being able to create light or life or. So you know what? I'm gonna leave this one out. Maybe for the fact that there's a lot to show here, and there's a lot of complicated, awesome shit in there. But the other thing I'm gonna show you, in my next review, even though it's not a story mode, it's just a brief walkthrough. So just there, it goes up there and there. So that's what I'm gonna show you for that. So sorry guys, what I said. I'm not gonna show you there because there's a lot to show you there, and it's gonna be very brief. I'm showing you just brief glimpses of the realms. So when I do a walkthrough of more intricate parts here, from secret passageways all the way to. So like here, another symbol for Eden. The problem is, I'm not just gonna give it to you straight. Eden is necessarily what you think in the case of Jerusalem, or just it's disappointing. But then again, you have to enjoy the journey to the point that you don't expect a thing. I didn't expect a thing, and I enjoyed it. So more or less, once again, I give you life, blah 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 blah. I'll tell you this way. Go time. definitely more to that. Now, to show you onto the next part, and boy, oh boy, a lot of crazy shit is about to begin. Even though it's not as crazy as the Garden of Eden and the Golden Wasteland. The Golden Wasteland is beast. I love going there. So that I can ride him. And this is how you discover other players. I actually asked up there here, so can you have sex? Because sex is also an expression, even though it can also be an expression for your own benefit. Or love. Who knows? Good journey. Let the journey to beyond begin. Oh, self-explanatory. Yes, I know YouTube is beautiful. Cape energy, huh? Enough said here. I mean, I'm not. The anti-gravity is still on. It would have been useful if I was competing. And now we're in. Yeah. Oh, trust me. There you go. Not too high, not too low. So, once again, other spirits over here. But I pretty much have been to most of them already. But this is because all of them have been auto-captured by one of them. So, when that has to import, we can pick up a tool and place on any constellation, prairie, wasteland. The result is complicated. So, if you are enjoying oh, that's it. So over here, we have at least 6 more realms to complete. to show you. Oh, look at that little one who's probably horrifying. Oh my fucking god, they kissed. Yes, I did notice that normal Japanese people love it, but then again, I'm a Japanese and I love it. But okay. I do. That's fine. Here is where I can fly back to my place. But I like the adventure. But then, if need be, I have teleported back, and if I really have to. So once again, me and my boy Harry, definitely gone multiple places. So don't worry, they're harmless technically. They're more or less emojis that can help you on your way in terms of expression. That could be the coolest. Holy shit, he looks awesome. There you go. That is what I'm trying to go through. Three, two. So, once again, now we have at least 4 more realms to complete. Well, 4 realms I want to show you. Even though most I can show you the 3rd realm and which this is just the 2nd realm I'm showing you guys. And then I'll just get back on the journey and just show you all 6. Because one thing I'm just gonna separate this walkthrough into at least 2. The second one showing you all the realms and their secrets. And potentially I'm gonna show you another realm. So this is once again the same realm I've been across. Sure, just a couple. Cause I'll just show you the 3rd realm. Then afterwards, I'll just track back on the 2nd one, go through all of these ones, and then go to the other one, and then go to the other realms. And once I get and the other part will not be live streamed, even though on Twitch I'm 90% of the time showing you shit and just trying to complete a challenge for this character, even though there aren't many characters here. I am wondering, where are these creatures of darkness that eventually poisoned them? Even though you can literally have the light beaten out of you. Trust me, you'll see pretty soon. It is horrifyingly awesome because it bears a new sense of danger and challenge. Yeah, I did watch through it. I didn't see his expression. Oh, that expression. Wow. So there are other parts to this very ugly, nasty, huge realm. In other words, it's incredibly huge. And this is just one really part. Like there are other parts, ways to get to that place. That's what I'm gonna go through real quick. Just to I could just go through here, but I know a shortcut way up there, so I'm just gonna get that real quick. If you know what's up there, these are just wing spirits we can call. I know a shortcut that I can take. I would just go over there, but I'm gonna show you what's down there essentially. I love the flight controls. Trust me, they're hard to move at first, just like walking. Oh, if you notice this is a sigil of one of the spirits. This is gonna make a very good trap. I said to myself so many times I went to these caves like this. But I wish the story is more fleshed out to the point that there are villains and not just regular Darkborn opposition. Absolutely. So that's a game company, which is the name of the company who made this, make challenges as in put a villain, make it horrifying, challenge us to the point that we actually have to rely on the online player more often than just to connect with them, which is fun. I like them. I like these moments, but at the same time, I think they would carry much more weight than the weight that it already has, to the point that it can mean something more potential. Oh, there you go. Bye. What's up? So, no, I'm gonna go to. There's that side. So I'm going to this side. Nope, then down we go. Yeah, you kind of need to unlock this. If you hear that, those are giant creatures of light, and they are cute. And trust me, so are the dolphins. They are ridiculous. Well done. Here, I'll just show something. There they are. There, that is. Imagine once they turn on you. See, this is like what I'm asking. A challenge. Something to wake us up. Something to put the player on edge. Imagine these turn on you, and they are randomly, like, imagine they being corrupted. Like, imagine them being, I'm just gonna stick it to you. Imagine what these cases would be used for other than just finding spirits that are emojis. Like, I even though I haven't explored half of this, I still believe there is 10 times more potential for this game to grow than it already has. I think the deliverables are more or less. So I'm going to show you just this, even though more or less this may just delay the entire process, and it won't. That I won't even bother. But more or less, collecting a spirit isn't that hard what you just see. Even though I've just caught multiple for the sake of dream trials, more or less. Well, and it's more or less challenges to complete, but it's so basic to the point that they can be done multiple times. I might even have to separate this video and just show you at least two, because I can tell I've been spending most of my time at the first round, because this second round is also magnificently huge. I have an idea I might just have to stay. I have this feeling that I might just have to separate this video and just these two rounds, because just showing you all sick will take a longer, nastier video. And I showed 80 minutes on a supernatural review, and well, 80 minutes is 42 long. So I might just end it once you get into the castle. Oh, there he is. Or he or she. Ow. I think there is an easier way to get up there without toggling the fight platform. Easy this. You know what? I'm gonna end it in like a stopping ground for it. Yeah, this is extremely fun. Who's got that one? And this will be the last place I'll show you. While in the next one, I'm gonna show you the at least 3 more round, the 3rd round, and 4 and 5th and 6th. And if there's an extra round, you're gonna see that on my Twitch stream. I use one of the best movies. Now this guy is huge. Come here, son, I told you. Go time. Watch this. We own all this. So once again, there are more places to score in Rome 2. And we're gonna end this right here in this room. Probably if it's the forest place. And yeah. If you didn't understand that, here, let me show you. See you around.